Hi everyone, and welcome to our channel. So this is a long-awaited update about our land and house in Portugal. So you might remember, if you've been with us for a long time, you probably will remember that we did a video pretty much exactly 2 years ago saying that we bought a tiny house in Portugal, and we also bought some land, and we also did a video about that about 2 years ago as well.
And we sat very much like this.
We did.
Talking about our plans.
Yeah, exactly. So it's been, for us, it's been a long 2 years. It seems a lot longer than 2 years actually. But yeah, so this is that video that we've been waiting 2 years to do, I suppose. So we are now pretty much ready to move to Portugal. So we have been putting things in place for that to happen, and we thought we'd give you a little bit of an update of the things that we've been doing. Yeah, so that we can get ourselves to Portugal.
Yeah.
So we've got a little list so we don't forget what we need to tell you, and we thought we'd just get straight in. So what's the first thing? Okay.
So what have we been doing? We have been trying to get organised so that when we do move to Portugal, our life is sort of easier and ready to go. So you know that we've prepared the bus that we're going to live in, and we are now trying to organise our little house in the UK so that it is up to code, up to standard
to be able to legally rent it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because we are renting it out. So that's involved getting people out to do an electricity check, so where the electricity comes into the house, the fuse box, all of the sockets, that kind of thing. And there's a little bit of work to be done for that. So that's now all programmed in. That's all organised and ready to be done in the next couple of weeks. And we also have to do a very similar thing for the gas that comes into the house. So for the connection and the boiler that's used for heating and hot water. So that's almost organised too. We just haven't fixed a date for that one to get done yet.
Yeah. So we're getting things in place to be able to rent the property out, which is quite a major move, isn't it, for us? It's quite a thing. It's quite a thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Quite a significant thing that happened yesterday was that that I have now officially given up my job. So so a lot of you may know that I took on a job in order to just to help. You know, the funds were dwindling, and I definitely needed to bolster those.
We never expected to be delayed a full 2 years in our plans because of COVID.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's expensive living in the UK, and we just needed that extra monthly income, which really helped. So Darren bit the bullet and
went and got a job.
Did good, didn't you?
I enjoyed it though. In all honesty, it was nice to have that routine again, and it was
nice
nice
him out the house.
Have me. And it was nice to to bring in that little bit of extra money, which definitely helped to build this bus.
Yeah.
Yeah. So another thing we've been looking at to make ourselves organised, or as muchly, I was going to say,
as organised as we can be.
As organised as we can be, is we've been looking at equipment in the UK that we will need for when we go back out to Portugal. We've been looking at things like like chainsaws and strimmers and things like that. They may possibly be cheaper to buy in the UK, so we were just thinking it from that perspective. And just looking at really what we need, so that when we do arrive in Portugal, we're kind of up and running, and we're ready to go. To get to work on the land, rather than saying, "Oh, we need to go and buy a chainsaw" or something like that. We're trying to organise one step ahead. We've been looking at things like battery-operated chainsaws and strimmers against petrol strimmers and things like that, to try and see what would work for us. I think from the lack of electricity that we'll have out there, which is another thing we've been considering, it looks like we're going to be going down the petrol strimmer route. I think that'll just be a little bit more ideal for us, at least initially. So yeah, just looking at things like that, just generally looking at tools, looking how we're going to be able to go out there and get ourselves running, hit the ground running, as they say.
Trying to think and organise the jobs that need doing, prioritising, and trying to have a plan or ideas in place so that we haven't got to start right from scratch, because obviously we should have been there and having this done years ago. That's right.
We should be. Ideally we would have been there by now.
Would have been well into it. But
so we're going to be up and running, get going. So pulling all of that together, we have been also setting a date for when we're going to be in Portugal permanently. So we're going to be, hopefully, this is the plan, isn't it? We are going to be doing it, This is always the thing. It's kind of like we've set a date, but there's always that little bit of a, oh dear. But we're going to be doing it. There's no point in us going out to Portugal now. The heat out there is quite extreme, and we're not organised for that. We haven't really got anywhere to live. Well, we've got this bus, which is where we're going to live whilst we're out there, but it will be quite hot still nevertheless.
It would just be sitting in the direct heat. We haven't got we plan to build a shade structure for the bus for ourselves on the land, so we just haven't got that, and we need it to be a bit cooler than it is currently.
So the idea is to drive out there in our minibus, live in our minibus on the land, whilst we renovate the house and renovate the land. But mainly build ourselves shade. That's the point. I mean, the house will be well shaded. It's a very thick, built stone house, which will be very, very cool. But at the moment, it's not quite livable. So that's the idea. If we go out there at this time of the year, we won't have any. We'll melt. So that's one reason for leaving it till September, particularly. Probably a good reason, I think. And obviously we still have work to do here, like getting the house organised for renting it out, etc. So that's it. So we're all set, pretty much, in our minds at least, for September of this year of 2022. Which was quite odd, because thinking this was it was August when we made these videos.
2
years ago. So we've pretty much waited 2 years to kind of say, here we go.
We also have one or two little family commitments as well that we want to be here for, which is sort of in August, very beginning of September. So we're definitely going in September. Hold us to it. Don't let ourselves down again.
Well, I got no choice, because I've given up my job now.
So we can't afford to live in the UK anymore.
We can't afford it. So that brings us, I suppose, to our YouTube channel and where we're going to take this. So we're going to be documenting all of this as we go along. We really enjoy doing that. That's pretty much what this video is about as well, to kind of introduce you to our new-ish YouTube channel and our future. We originally called ourselves, obviously, as you know, the people that have been here for a little while, pensioners in Portugal. We still are pensioners in Portugal. Elaine's a pensioner.
I am. I get a pension every month.
I don't so much.
No, we've spent yours.
We've spent all my pension. Yeah, so we are still technically, I suppose, pensioners in Portugal, but we thought we'd make our channel a little bit more relevant, for want of a better word. So we're calling ourselves, as you probably know, Pips Living Off Grid. And Pips is obviously the pensioners in Portugal part. Don't know if I needed to explain that, did I? Anyway, so we're Pips Living Off Grid now, and we think that kind of encapsulates what we intend to do for the future a little bit more.
Yeah, and I always refer to our patrons and our subscribers as Pips, because obviously it's the shortened abbreviation of pensioners in Portugal. But as we all know, pips are seeds, and seeds are what big things grow from. Yeah. So that's sort of where we are with that as well.
And you've always said that for a long time.
Always, yes.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah, because we wouldn't be sitting here doing this if there weren't all of the lovely people like yourselves who come along and watch our videos.
Yeah.
And all of the fabulous comments that we get just sort of spur us on. So
definitely,
thank you. Keep doing it. Name's changed. Content will be in a different country, in a different continent, but
we'll still be in this country for a month or two.
Yeah.
But we're also going to document us getting ready to go out to Portugal, and obviously our journey out there.
Yep.
We've got a couple of things in the UK as well, which we'll also document before we go. But the plan is, September 2022, we'll be away. So definitely keep watching us. We do enjoy doing this, and we look forward to going. It's exciting. Yep. I can't think of anything else. That was, I think.
I can.
Oh, go on then.
Yep. So I've mentioned Patreon, and we do have a lovely little community over on Patreon. So if you would like to join us, then Darren will put a link in the description. And it means you get early access to all of our videos. You also get lots of extra content, extra short videos, photographs, blogs, things that we're doing almost in real time. And the support that you give us really does make a huge difference. So if you're interested in what we're doing and you want to follow through with the life that we're hoping to lead, then why not think about joining us on Patreon too. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. So I think that brings us to the end of this video.
Yes.
So thank you very much for joining us today, and for listening to our update, long-awaited update. And we're really looking forward to having you along for the journey. So thanks very much for watching.
Thank you.
Take care, and we'll see you really, really soon.
Bye.
Bye for now. Bye-bye.